In this video, we're going to show you how to replace your rear parking brake lever located right behind your rear brake rotor on the Chrysler 300. When you get to remove your wheel, we're going to start by removing our center cap here using a small pry tool. There's a little notch in the wheel here. Get it up underneath the center cap and gently pop that off and set that aside. Once you have that off, we're now going to go ahead and use our 21mm socket, loosen and remove our lug nuts. Once these are off, we'll remove the wheel. We're going to use our 18mm socket and remove our brake caliper bracket bolts. When we remove these here, the caliper bracket and the caliper will come off as one. Now you want to take caution here. When you remove these bolts, the caliper and the bracket will now be loose. You don't want this to drop down and pull on this flex hose here. So hold on to that unit. Once that comes off, good. Slide your caliper and bracket off, and we're going to pivot this up on top of the upper control arm and rest that up there. I'm going to go ahead and use a securing strap here. And I just want to go ahead and keep this caliper and bracket from falling down. Go ahead and hook that around a couple things over there. Just hold that there in place. Let's go ahead and remove our brake rotor. I want to go ahead and disconnect our forward mounted spring right here. This should loosen up the front side of your shoes and let those pivot off to the side a little bit. It's going to give us access to the unit right here. Now our e-brake cable is coming through the back side, and it has a square hold hook on it per se, and it hooks on this latch. So this latch is up inside. The cable is inside here hooked on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go behind here. We're going to use our small flathead screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and operate this to come down. And we're going to unhook the cable from this unit and separate it from the vehicle. We're going to work that cable inside and remove our unit like so. Now this pivot point here is the failure point. This is the hook right here, and you can't push it. Whereas this one here is free floating, and that's what you want to have happen. So let's go ahead and install our new part. Before installation, we want to go ahead and put some anti-seize compound inside here, and I'm going to try and pack it into this here because this is the pivot part that binds up with rust. I'm going to install this, and this hook needs to go inside the e-brake cable unit here. So it's simple. line this up. We're going to put the hook into that as we install this here. Make sure the hook is inside the cable. At this point here, we can go ahead and bring our e-brake shoes down. So we have our shoe in place. We need to get our upper hook in. Bring this together. And the spring has to come through and we have to hook that on the bottom. Okay, we have our spring installed. I just want to go ahead and center those brake shoes. Make sure that these are all lined up on the backing plate. So you gotta line up your brake rotor and slide that into place. Get to remove our securing strap here. And go ahead and slide our caliper and bracket on. Now that we have this here, we're going to go ahead and start putting our bolts in through the back. Go ahead and torque these bolts to 88 foot-pounds. Go ahead and install your wheel. Let's get our lug nuts all started by hand first. Once we have all these started, I'm going to go ahead and snug them down. Let's go ahead and torque down our lug nuts to 110 foot-pounds. Once we have those torqued, I'm going to go ahead and install our center cap. And you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.